So I drink till the night becomes another day, and the day's just another little thing in our way. There's something about the way you beat me down that I'll never learn. You're the pint of no return, the pain in my chest, the stain on your dress, the glass in my eye. But this life is a joke, and death is the punch. I
Mothers of Mayhem!
Beep, beep! Beep, beep. Children. Hello!
Good morning.
Welcome. Good morning to everyone except Vladimir Putin.
I will allow that. I will allow that.
Yeah. Welcome to Mothers of Mayhem, an extreme horror podcast. We have, okay, so it's important for you all to know because I have terrible ADHD brain, and because Christina and I tend to get really excited when we do these things, we usually work off of an outline that keeps us focused and keeps us on track. We don't have that today.
Nope.
So
it's like we're freeballing.
I know we're going into this thing commando, 100% commando.
No bra, no panties.
Nothing.
Full on.
Nothing.
Full on.
So we cannot guarantee any sense of quality.
Nope.
With this particular episode, which is kind of a shame. And you know, it's so funny that we would go into this one as unprepared as we are.
I know.
Because tell the people who we're actually hanging out with today, you think that we would have been like, oh my God, we have to be ready. We have to be prepared.
But at the same time, like I also feel with the two that we have today, it's just going to go off the rails immediately. They're probably going to berate me the whole time. So it's just,
hey, I'm here for it. I will just
I'm
sit
here
back
for
and
it.
laugh.
Because are you ready? Are you ready for who it is? It's Rayne, Havok and Ash Ericmore.
Yeah!
Ash is back with us.
And you know what, YouTube friends, if you are part of our community who like to watch us on the YouTube, guess what? You don't get to see either of their faces. So you might want to switch over. You might want to switch over to like Spotify or something at this point because you're just gonna be stuck looking at me and Christina.
Look at my new hair.
Oh yeah, no. First, look at her new hair. And if you are on Spotify or one of our other streaming services, flip over to YouTube real quick. Peep the new haircut. She looks fucking adorable.
Thank you.
And then go back to the streaming services.
It's very weird. It's very weird. I cut off 20 inches. So.
Amazing. That's you basically eliminated like a 2-year-old size worth of hair from your head.
Just gone. I was like,
Poof.
I guess it's gone. But are you ready for some information about Miss Havok? Because I have the inside scoop, because I like to consider myself her best friend, aka her stalker. So I kind of have the inside scoop on her, and I hope you're ready.
You know, usually I don't trust anything you have to say about these people.
Yep.
And I do have my own sources of information regarding these folks, but if you want to talk about what it is you know about Rayne, you go ahead and you do it.
You just have to Google and all of this comes up. So I don't know how people aren't getting this, but anyway, she has not saved one. She's not saved two. She has saved 76 children from a burning fire.
She saved 76 children from a raging fire. Can you? What building was this that there were 76 children inside of it?
Witness protection program.
A witness protection program that had 76 children. Was that the full amount of children inside the building, or did other children die because Rayne was not efficient enough to save all of them?
I can't. It does not say that because it's witness protection. So luckily, I even found that much. So I feel like maybe do your own research.
you just told me that it was witness protection and that's why you don't have the information. And then you were like, bitch, do your own research.
Right.
With who?
Well,
am I calling the FBI? Like,
yes.
is that what
I'll give you a number. I'll give you a number in my guy. Because this one.
If your dude didn't tell you, then why the fuck was your dude gonna tell me shit?
He was not impressed with what I had to offer.
Okay.
He was just like, that's enough. Put the boobs away because nobody's interested.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, proceed.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one
yes,
is going to be shocking.
Catherine Rose, were you just outside with no pants on?
Funny story that actually leads into my next one.
All right. Okay.
Miss Havok has been on occasion hiked Mount Everest in the nude. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Christina, what about hypothermia? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so hypothermia is a left-wing conspiracy. So let's just move past it. It's all bullcrap.
Well, see, you said that, and my brain automatically was like, so what you're saying is that Rayne Havok is a Yeti. And that's why she won't let anyone see her.
Now you're putting it all together. See, I told you these weren't lies.
So Rayne Havok is an actual cryptid.
I can't confirm that. What I can say is she has on numerous occasions hiked Mount Everest in the nude. That's what I can say.
We have recorded something like 24 episodes of this podcast at this point. That is the most believable thing you've told me about any of these people so far.
Yep. There's more.
Oh, tell me, because now I'm in it. Rayne Havok is an actual Himalayan Yeti.
I feel like you have such little faith in me and my research skills.
No, I totally that makes sense, madam.
I'm just saying, maybe everything I've said up to today is actually factual. I'm just saying.
Okay.
My sources are pretty legit. I'm just saying. So the last one is both her and Ash. And I know you're thinking, but he's, I don't know, he's not, he's foreign. He's over there. I don't know.
And like you're gonna try to tell me something right now about my best friend, Ash Ericmore.
Yes.
That I don't know.
Yes, you're going to be like, what the hell? Why did he tell me? So he and she, him and Rayne, have been known to go into nurseries and pull pacifiers out. Now I'm going to tell you why. Are you ready? Because they don't believe in plastic for children. They're trying to save the children of tomorrow. And no one is giving them any credit. Yeah, I know. I hope that you are soaking this all in, because these are exclusive information.
Christina.
Yeah.
I would just like to say that this bit was a mistake.
The whole thing. Rayne's gonna be like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Okay, so I understand. Okay, so I'm putting all of these pieces together, and what you're telling me, I don't even remember the first one at this point, because you hit me with Rayne Havok is an actual Himalayan Yeti.
She saved children.
Concerned about the exposure of our children across the world to BPA.
Yes.
And my brain stopped there. It was like, that is all it has taken in. That is all it will process for the remainder of the day.
Yep. Real fast before we get into anything else. Trigger warnings, big trigger warnings for today, probably. Content. And I have a couple spoiler questions. So if you do not want to know about Rayne Havok's work, then GTFO, and I'll see you when you're done. Because I have read everything that woman has written except for 2 stories. Everything.
So at poor Ash Ericmore, there are a couple reasons that Ash Ericmore will be joining us today.
Emotional support human.
primarily one as Rayne's emotional support human, and number two is that they have an announcement to share together. But he probably expects that he's going to have a lot more involvement in this episode than we're actually going to give him. So
or even better, we're not going to be the co-host. They'll be running the
yeah,
the
we're
whole
just
podcast.
going to sit here and be like, all right, you wanted to do this, talk.
Because you know what? It's Rayne having, and I don't know if a lot of people follow, but Rayne has only done our podcast and Written in Red. And we're scooping Written in Red because theirs comes out on a Monday. We're putting ours out on Saturday. So suck it, guys. But we love you. We love you. Like, I'm obsessed with you guys. So we're just saying, we scooped you. Sorry. Hope you still love us.
Are we sure they did? Did they not
Sure
air
we
that
did.
already?
No, theirs
Oh,
is
yeah, that's
on Monday, next Monday, and ours is coming out on Saturday. So like
that's
1 week
true.
from today.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to edit this thing like in the next 24 hours. Fuck! All right. What are you reading?
I'm trying to take in all that just happened to me.
I know. I'm on fire today. I'm telling you.
I'm just gonna sit back today.
I probably should have smoked a little before we started this.
Got caffeine in me. So what have I been reading? What have I not been reading? I've been like cranking through crap at an insane amount lately.
I'm
But
jealous.
two I want to talk about. Number one, Cuckoo by Mike Ennenbach. Now you're gonna be like, oh, I love Mike Ennenbach. I didn't know this was out.
do.
It's not out. It's not out. It's not been published. It's not been picked up. And I'm going to tell you that it's a fucking travesty that it has not been picked up. And I'm going to tell you why. Have you ever had a book become like your personality?
Yes.
This book has become my personality. Like, I live in this world and I feel this is a story about an unreliable narrator who knows he's unreliable and his unraveling. And it's a love story. And it is the most beautiful love story I've ever read. I was sobbing so badly.
When is the
that I had to take a few minutes. We don't know.
Okay, so he doesn't know when he's dropping it yet.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. But
So okay,
I'm telling you,
so
watch
is
for
this
it.
still transgressive fiction? Is this still horror, or is this a different vibe?
That's a totally different vibe.
Oh.
Yeah. This, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is probably going to be my number one book of the year.
This is your we
And we're
are
in
here
March.
to hurt each other.
Yeah, this is my number one. Like, this man is a fucking genius. And if you do not know who Mike Ennenbach is, like, I have already told him I'm a fangirl. Like, I am a fangirl. He knows. You know things, you know? But oh my God, I can't talk about it enough. I can't talk about it enough. I will literally go on for hours, so I gotta shut up.
You know, that's exactly how I feel about Laraka's We Can Never Leave This Place.
Mhm.
And
I gotta read
Paula,
that. It's on my list.
Oh, cool, Christina.
That's on my list for next month.
I don't know, dude. After you read that one, I know that your heart is in Cuckoo now, but you might have a hard time balancing, because at this point, I have Laraka's We Can Never Leave This Place, and then I have Paula Ash's We Are Here to Hurt Each Other. And when I think about these two books, I don't know which one I would rank above the other, because they're just both so stunning. And
wait until you read this.
They just got inside of me so hard that both of that, I'm getting goosebumps, right?
I feel the same way. When I talk about Cuckoo, I feel the exact same way. His prose and the way that it's fucking lyrical. Like, okay, we've got Chandler Morrison, we've got John Wayne Kaminali, and now we have Mike Ennenbach. So those are my three. Like, those are the three. Because he's such a quiet genius. That's my thing. He's such a quiet genius.
He's not very quiet in the group chat. I'm just gonna
He
say
is
that
not.
right
He is
now.
not. He loves to shit.
But I
post.
really like that about him.
Yeah. No, he loves to shit post. And then the second one is Visceral 2, Filleted Flesh by Patrick C. Harrison III and Daniel J. Volpe.
Yes.
I already yelled at them because there's eye stuff and I don't like eye stuff.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of eyeballs or fingernails, but that arc is in my collection of documents that I need to wade through and get to, and it's in my priority list, and I've been really excited.
So good. There's 8 stories and there is not a bad one in the bunch. Not a bad one in the bunch. I couldn't believe it, because usually when you read like a collection like that, you're like, there's a couple stories that are like, could be left out. Nope.
Amazing.
Surprising.
Awesome.
And this one comes out in May. That one comes out in May.
Yeah. I need to read it before then.
What about you, Sweet Cheeks? What have you been reading?
All right. So first, I would like to talk about Robert Essig and his book Tweaker Creatures.
That's on my list.
This book, I should have brought it down here to show y'all the cover, but Tweaker Creatures is fantastic. Tweaker Creatures was awesome. So for those of you who really love zombie stuff but are looking for something different, or somebody who approaches the whole idea of zombies in a different way, Tweaker Creatures will be right up your alley. It has that nice fun splatterpunk feel to it. But at the same time, again, we are getting some really creative commentary as far as the American addiction issues that we have.
That's it.
Yeah, it's great. So basically the premise of Tweaker Creatures is that there is this wild new type of methamphetamine that's being created by this guy called Dr. Scabs. And yeah, have you heard of Crocodile? It was like it came out of like Russia and like those far Western European countries where people are using it, and then the sites where they're actually injecting it, like their bodies are just rotting and falling apart. So this like super meth that gets out on the street starts doing that to people, but it changes them in so many other ways. And this guy, Dr. Scabs, like his whole intention is basically just like to take over the entire country and eventually the world with this stuff. So I don't want to give too much else away, but I 100% recommend. The other one that I'd really like to highlight was one that I had. It's Batman! Oh my God! That's actually not the book I'm going to talk about.
Right.
The book I'm going to talk about is called Fucking Filth, and it's by Matt Shaw. Huge shout out to Matt Shaw for respecting my opinion enough to actually send me 2 different beta versions of this story with the repeated question, is it gross enough?
Right.
Gross enough. So I read through this story twice for him, letting him know what I thought was like mega gross and what I thought could be grosser. And the final product is horrible.
Yes.
It is so gross. It's so disgusting. But you know what, guys? It is super, super fun. And you can get it on Amazon. Right now, it's available in paperback. I think the ebook is still coming. He's still working on it. But get the paperback because it's super, super, super worth it. It's so fun.
Now, isn't that one based off of somebody left a review and was like, "This is fucking filth"?
Yes, that is yes. She was like, why would she was like, why would anyone ever read this fucking filth? This is disgusting. What's wrong with this person? Why would an author write this? And he was like, oh, you thought this was gross? Watch me, bitch. Hold my beer. And what I really, what really brings, of course, this book is going to be close to my heart. But what really made it special for me is that when he was like, who do I go to rate the grossness of this book accurately? He was like, oh, I'll go to
Marian.
that TF did I just read girl.
That
She'll
one
know.
lady. Oh, what's her name?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure he actually doesn't know my name because he is Matt Shaw, and that's how Matt Shaw is. But he was like, that TF did I just read girl, she can help me.
Right. No, because I'm
not gonna lie. And Matt Shaw,
it.
if we ever get him on the show, he'll probably be very honest. He'll be like, yeah, I don't know your name. I'm Matt Shaw.
I don't even know where I'm at. Like, somebody sent me a link and I was like,
I know my name, and that's all that matters.
Right. You, Matt Shaw.
I love you. He don't listen to this, so it don't matter.
Yeah. And like every time he puts up a pre-order, I immediately pre-order his stuff.
I mean,
because I have to. I mean, he's so like, I don't know how much time we have left. Let me see. Okay, we got a couple minutes.
We got like 7 minutes.
Because he's known for like his gross, like super graphic stuff, and he just did one called the Everywhere Door. Hold on, I know I'm gonna get it wrong.
The Door to Everywhere,
It is phenomenal.
Yes, I still need to get through it.
Door to Everywhere.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet.
Top 10 of the year. It's on my list.
Right.
It's on my list.
Matt Shaw, if you do happen to be listening to this particular episode, we do have you on our short list for next season. So if you would be so obliged, we would appreciate you coming to join
If you would
us.
just pretend like you didn't know and be like, oh my God, I'd love to be on your show. And that would be awesome. Or you could just wait until we come begging, because I'm not above it.
And he's going to say no anyway. So
that's okay, because if he says no, then we can be like, so we asked Matt Shaw, and no, I don't care.
And he was a total bitch about it.
We love you, Matt. We do.
We don't know.
I don't just pre-order anybody. Well, I do. I mean, I pre-order everything Ericmore does too. So.
Well, I mean, Ash Ericmore is our WuTang. We love him to death.
He does. He asked me why I was up so early this morning, and I said because I'm interviewing 2 butt farts, because I had to get up at like 5:30 my time to be on here. And this is what I look like at like 6:30 in the morning. So congratulations on this.
Yay!
You're welcome.
What else do we normally do in the intro, or is this it?
You know what? That's good enough.
Oh, hey, you know what? Real quick, I do want to mention Sons of Sorrow by Matt Clark.
It's on my list.
If y'all haven't, please go out and get Sons of Sorrow. It is an amazing Bizarro adventure, and I cannot recommend it.
They're saying that it's a cross between Stranger Things and Scooby-Doo.
Yes, and it's fantastic, and it's super creative, and 100%
everything that comes from Matt.
Mothers of Mayhem approved. What? You're hungry. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break here before we get these butt farts in here to talk.
Butt farts.
My kid wants to eat for some reason.
Gross.
All right, we'll be right back. Smash ass, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, good, because you're not going to get a chance to really talk today. You're just here to support Rayne.
I am completely aware of that.
I've got a question or two, so don't worry. We got you.
All right. Well, we're already chatting, so y'all can probably tell that we have more people in here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Rayne Havok.
Hi.
And Smash Ash Ericmore. Yeah, guys, don't sound so excited.
I know. They're about as excited as I am. Like,
shittiest guests ever. No, honestly, we love you. We love you so much. And Rayne, we really appreciate you doing this, because we know this kind of stuff does not make you feel the most comfortable.
That's true. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're so happy. And thank you for making the decision to do it anyway, despite how uncomfortable we make you.
Yeah.
Only
She
in the
has to
pants.
deal with me on like a daily basis, and she hasn't blocked me yet. And thanks to Ash for coming on the second time in one season. Like that's a champ right there.
Yeah, just so you all know, Rayne said no to us multiple times and then finally was like, all right, I'll do it, but only if Ash Ericmore comes on with me.
So he is her
And I'm
emotional
pretty
support
sure,
team.
yes, and I'm pretty sure Ash was like, oh, fucking hell, I gotta do
These
this
two
shit again. Rayne Havok, please tell the people a little bit about yourself, my love.
I write books.
No.
That's it. Period. That's all I do.
Oh my
Boom.
God, you're fucking
Mhm.
kidding me.
Yeah. Conveniently, I'm on the
When
right
did you
podcast.
start writing books? I thought you were just some cool broad that I crack jokes with on the Book of Face.
Yeah, that too. Cool broad.
Holy shit.
That's on the resume.
That's like
That's pretty much
Under-
it, actually.
under specialties.
Yes.
Under specialties.
yes.
Skeletor.
Yes.
Skeletor, tell the people about yourself.
Right. Okay.
You're free.
Um,
your connection
My
is a
name's
little
Ash Ericmore,
unstable.
and I'm Christina's professional pain in the ass.
That
I'm a
is,
little unstable.
in fact, true on all accounts. That's why we get along. We're both mentally unstable.
I write some stuff occasionally, not very much of it though.
Nope.
No.
He doesn't.
He
Like,
hardly
maybe
ever
once every
writes
10
anything
years.
at all.
Yeah, like once every 10 years. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
So give us more.
yeah, he definitely doesn't drop 10 novellas or novelettes a month.
Definitely. No.
Yeah, it definitely does not do that.
Because he has two coming out on the 10th of April. Two.
That's how he do.
Prolific. Mhm.
One coming out on the 7th.
One coming out is $6 coming out on the 7th.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot wait to get the audiobook. I read it already, but I got it. His audio guy is amazing. He amps it up.
Yeah.
Makes it even better.
RJ's great. RJ's the best.
So why did you two want to come on here together today?
Wow, just getting into it. Okay. Let's just
You
like
asked
showing
us.
boobies.
Boobies! Boobies!
That's why I
He's-
can't be trusted with video because that's that shows up.
That's my first question. Rayne,
Fucking
are you
Mardi
wearing
Gras
pants?
over here. I am.
Yes,
For the
okay.
record. Off record.
For the record.
100% not wearing pants.
I figured that's why it was my first question.
I'm not either. If anyone's interested.
Yes! We already warned the people that both Christina and I were going into this shit commando today. So y'all are just staying on brand.
Yeah.
This is perfect. It all
Fucking
tracks.
happened.
We knew who was coming to this party and we came prepared.
That's all we ask is that people put in a little bit of effort to know us.
Yeah,
Right?
you will have a little. Uh-huh.
Welcome to the No Pants Party, kids. All right. Christina, I guess we can go ahead and ask them an actual real question.
Okay. So my first question is, who is your favorite person on the planet and why is it me? Must be asking.
That felt like a very Marian-esque question.
It's flipped today. We have
I
flipped the script
I am
on
like
you.
100% rubbing off on you so hard.
Christina, you know who my
Yes.
favorite person is.
I know.
And my favorite person knows who my favorite person is.
It's Daniel Volpe.
One day. It is.
It ain't nobody sitting in this Zoom room, that's
Right.
for sure.
We've tried.
That
We
rumor.
I will tell
Darnell.
you
Yes.
straight up that my favorite person in the whole world is in this Zoom room, and
Well, thank you.
its name is Smash Ass.
Damn it, smash ass. Damn it, smash ass. Every time. All right, I guess we'll ask a real question if I have
Yeah,
to.
go ahead. Jesus.
Fine.
This is so far off the rails.
We already talked about it. We were going to completely be off the rails.
Ah,
so.
Jesus Christ. This is going to be so much work for me over the next few days.
Sucker. All right. So real question. We're going to start with a spoiler because that's just who I am. So let's talk about Boys Will Be Boys. And Bree's storyline, because I will never forgive you. Ever. Never, ever, ever will I forgive you for what happened to Bree.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
What is Boys Will Be Boys?
So Boys Will Be Boys. Hey, quit the squeaking. Boys Will Be Boys. Poor head. Stop that squeaking. Boys Will Be Boys is about these girls that go camping, these boys that go camping, and the boys do not want to just do camping.
Do they ever?
And it gets really bad. Horrible things happen. Horrible. And then you think, because after you've read some Rayne, you're like, there's kind of a happy ending. You know, she does happy endings a lot, in probably more ways than one, because shame boners run real rampant with her stuff. It become a little bit of a slip and slide, if I may. But Bree does not have a happy ending.
She does not. No.
She does not, and it's the only one so far that I've found. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to mean it. You're a heart murderer.
Yeah.
Because I really hoped for Bree, and it's just so tragic.
Yeah. So when I started that story, honestly, Bree was going to be some kick-ass final girl. And as I was writing it, I could not write it that way. Honestly, I like to listen to what my characters tell me their story is, however weird that sounds. But I like to follow what they're telling me. And she just honestly could not, that wasn't her story. Right. She wasn't going to make it, you know. She was just going to die horribly, like a lot of women do.
Yeah.
We don't always get to be the final girl. We don't always get revenge. Sometimes they get it. Sometimes it's horrible. And that was her story. And it honestly upset me quite a lot. I didn't finish it for a minute, but she kept talking to me. So I finished her.
Literally.
Yes.
Oh,
literally.
Yeah. And not in a good way.
Right. Because she's such a strong character. And even
she
at
was
the
intuitive.
end.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was intuitive. I feel like she knew she was in a bad situation and somehow just couldn't get out of it. And then, you know, shit hit the fan even further.
Because the one thing with Rayne, and I've read everything this woman has written except for 2 stories. So I feel like I can speak on her writing. The one thing that she does is plot twists. Like, you think you have it figured out. And you're like, okay, you know, I see. It's almost like you get constant whiplash.
Yeah.
Because it's not just one plot twist.
Psychological whiplash.
Almost physical whiplash. You're like, what the fuck did I just read? You know, like, because I mean, as we go through, these only get worse. Like, Bree's story is probably one of the easier ones to talk about. And it's not easy. Like, you feel emotionally damaged after reading this, and it's short, and it's brutal from, like, I don't know, page 3 on. Yeah. And then you're like, everything gets kind of light when you know, she gets out, and then all of a sudden you're like, motherfucker, again. And then you get heavy boots again.
Yeah.
So I just want to say you're a filthy heart murderer, and I'll never forgive you.
I'm good. You will.
That's the question.
Now,
you love
kind
me.
of
I do.
Jumping off of that in a kind of roundabout way, So for both of you, you write incredibly strong, but beautifully flawed female characters. And they're very three-dimensional and they feel very real, very vivid, and very well-rounded as characters. So are there women, young women, mature women in your lives who you use as your muses or your inspirational foundations for these female characters? Whoever would like to go first.
After you.
He's like, give me a minute. I got to think
Ladies
about
first.
it.
Ladies first. Always the gentleman.
I don't really base anything off of any real living person. First of all, I don't know enough people to do that with. I'd run out of characters very quickly. It's all just kind of stuff that is in my mind, my imagination, or I've taken from some random person on the street that I've seen, or nothing in reality at all. It just is, I have a pretty good understanding of like people traits and things that people generally would do in a situation, and that's kind of where a lot of it comes from. And then I twist them around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you might see somebody on the street and they might spark something inside of your brain and you're like, hey, I have a really terrible idea.
I'm going to kill you.
Strangely, I get a lot of ideas while folding laundry, actually. Just
So do I.
doing absolutely nothing. I'm like, you know what? Anything to stop doing laundry and start taking notes. Postpone this.
So it's a form of procrastination.
Oh God, yes, and I'm very thorough with that.
Ash, what about you?
It's just the same, really. I mean, of course, I don't know any 70-year-old porn stars. I mean,
70-year-old
wink.
porn stars.
you probably haven't read Mama, have you?
Oh, I have it, but I'm getting to it.
No, I mean, my characters are all horrendous, horrible, violent people, and I don't really know a lot of people like that.
Do you have more shirts like I do?
Apart from people in this room, they're all horrible, violent people.
Yes.
Gosh,
No.
what do you mean? You don't know any really, truly terrible, violent people in real life? Oh my God.
No, of course I don't. I mean, well, all right, some. You put me. I'm not naming names.
That's- if they are horrible, violent people, it's probably best that you not name names. So
Yeah. Stop trying to entrap it.
No,
good insight. Good
no,
insight.
no.
Stop trying to tell on me, narc.
I just write the characters that I want to see,
Exactly. Yep.
and I want my women to kick all the men's asses.
And that's why we love them.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Christina,
What?
do you have a question?
I do. Speaking of men getting their asses kicked, Miss Havok.
Oh, yes, Miss Pfeiffer.
Yes. Killstream, Tantalize, and Triple X. Some bad shit happens to the men. I mean, my favorite scene in Tantalize, spoiler, is the man wakes up with a dead man's severed arm up his ass.
Oh, yes. The old severed arm up the ass.
The old classic, if I may.
It will be after this, yes.
Happens all the time, honestly.
It really, you wake up and you're like, that's where I put that severed arm.
Yeah,
Yes.
as a nurse, you have no idea how many times I've seen severed arms up dead men's asses. So I mean,
I
this
can
is
only
like,
imagine.
whatever.
And then Killstream, the infamous sock incident of when did you write that? 2019, 2020? So the infamous sock incident of 2020.
Yeah.
And then Triple X.
There's a lot of
that man got what that man gets what he deserves.
Yeah.
For sure. Sure. Are these scenes, and this is just 3. This is just 3 stories, guys. There's so many others. Are these scenes cathartic to you? Like if you have a bad day and you're just like, I want to fucking kill somebody.
Ironically, all 3 of those stories I wrote for exactly the scenes that are like the finished scenes. Each one of those. So that's funny that you picked those. I actually don't have a lot of bad days. I don't have a lot of anger or aggression. I'm super mellow and laid back, and I don't even know why my mind goes where it goes or anything. Mostly it's actually in funny stuff, and then sometimes I'll just have some weird thoughts and I just unwrap until it's like the most gruesome thing ever. You know, you think of violating a man and you're like, oh yeah, you know, the horrible things you can do, but then like, could we go more horrible? And yes we can. So
can we do a body part? If we did a body part, what would we do?
Right. Yeah. Kind of like that. So I usually just end up with like a flash of some torture, and then the story comes with that.
So it starts with the violence, and then the world building happens around that.
For sure. And that's why I think, that's why I think the whiplash is so thorough, because I know how to misdirect, because I know exactly how it's going to be. So I know all the characters and what they're going to do to point away from that.
Right.
My tab.
This is one book. I did not get to the other book because I didn't finish one story, but the purple are whiplash plot twists.
What are the pink ones, Christina?
The pink ones are sex scenes or rape.
Yeah.
I was going to say the pink ones have something to do with vag.
And then
100%.
The dark greens are bad shit happens to dudes.
Ooh, oh, that's plentiful too.
Yep. Light blue is sadness. Kicked me right in the feels.
Yeah.
And then the dark pink or like the light purple is attempt at freedom, and then they don't get freedom.
Oh God.
Yeah. Welcome to my freaking world.
Yeah. I like how Chandler Morrison was like literary references and cool music stuff. And I'm like, rape and fire.
Hands up asses.
So Ash, Ericmore, I have a question for you. Do you feel safe collaborating with this woman?
And what are her motives?
Because I don't know if I feel safe with you collaborating with this.
Blink twice if you need our help.
He can't. He has no eyes.
I know, that's the whole point.
Perfectly. I am perfectly safe with her.
Yeah. Trained.
That's what he's supposed to say. He's in her basement.
When I think about it, you're probably one of the only people who are actually safe collaborating with Rayne Havok. You know, giving it a little bit more thought. That's true. Rayne, can I ask
might not be safe. Check in on me.
Blink twice, Rayne. Blink twice if you need help.
Woman, you can take care of your damn self, and I know that 100%.
I can literally open up any book and any story, and I'll be like, I think you're good.
I do have kind of a funky question for you, Rayne Havok. May I ask, what is your astrological sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
You're a Capricorn. Oh,
yes.
Interesting.
Are you going to buy me a drink?
No, you struck me as a Gemini, so I was just curious. I was curious.
No.
Okay,
Straight
Capricorn. All right, I'll be doing more research later.
That was her question. Back to me. No, I'm just teasing. You wasted it.
Actually, Casey's Vengeance, Killstream, 2 of my favorite books by you, actually made my top 10 last year.
Yes, it did.
Yes. And then Ash, Bliss from the Smalls family also made my top 10 last year. But when it comes to the entire Smalls family series, I love them all. So between Casey's Vengeance, which really actually started with Killstream, and then the Smalls family series, I want to know from both of you, where did the ideas for these come from? Because I just love them so much, and I really want to know more about their births. So tell me now.
You go first on this one, Ash.
Okay. Nowhere in particular. I just wanted to write something that was a little more out there, a little bit more silly. You know.
You're killing me, Smalls. What the fuck? one day were like at work and like totally bored, and your brain was like, I'm gonna write this book about these guys who are all brothers.
Well, the first one was fundamentally where it came from, and I set a man's ass on fire. Where do you go from there?
Really?
Yeah.
So tell me more about how you move from one character to the next character. Do they just pop into your brain, or as you're writing one book, do you have new family members generate themselves inside your creative mind?
Well, originally I had the 7 of them already planned.
Really?
And it was originally going to be the 7 dwarves.
That makes so much sense. That's why they're called the Smalls.
And that sort of went out the window about 3/4 of the way through.
That's amazing.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, after that, I didn't realize there would be demand for a second book, a second selection series, season, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm sort of winging the second lot, but I sort of know the family now, so it's easy. I can imagine who's going to be next. I know who's next in the series after Daddy comes out. So yeah.
Yay.
I love that. I love that. And I love that
neat.
Yes, absolutely. Rayne, what about Killstream? Because that's the one that came first.
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
Honestly, I saw the sock scene and I needed to write that. I needed to have that be in the universe. So I wrote Killstream strictly to get to that point. And then I really loved those girls. I love that world. And I also know that they can't all have, good stories or happy stories that led them in that direction. I don't think that you torture men on the internet because you had mom serving dinner at 6 p.m.
Right. There's probably some kind of background trauma there.
Yeah. So I have Casey's story out there, and I thought I plotted the next one. I have an idea where that's going, and that will be actually probably Killstream 2 instead of another prequel. And I don't know when that'll come out. I'm not very good at doing all the things in my head, or I'd have like a million things out. So
like
we don't know. I was gonna say there's nobody else in this room who's like that.
Nope.
Oh my god. I have 100 rabbits in my head. He has many squirrels operating whatever. We are just rodent minds. That's it. 100%.
Squirrels, riding rabbits.
Yes. Literally
squirrels
chasing
riding
chicken.
all the rabbits.
Yes. Yes. I have a very busy mind, so sometimes the thoughts are hard to organize and actually get a fucking story out of me, but they're there when they're there. All the words want to be birthed.
So when you have what do your inspiration notes look like? Is it just pages full of just like random phrases? And then you go back and you're like, oh yeah, that one looks good. Let's build something from there.
Yes, honestly, I will have sleepy moments where like handwritten notes in the morning are mostly like a tic-tac-toe fucking board that is unreadable. And I'm like, what was I even thinking? Or just one word where I'm like, I know this will trigger the entire story. And I'm like, what does falafels have to do with fucking anything that I'm gonna write?
What is this even?
Yes. But then when I do actually pull a story from an idea, the idea will be so far off of how the story actually ends up. So I write everything. I note down everything. If I think it, I put it down because it could turn into something. And it can go from, paragraphs of notes that I instantly get flushed with, or like I said, just a word that I think will trigger the memory of it.
That's awesome. I wish my brain could work like that. I wish my brain did what you guys as brains do.
Yeah, see, I'm saying
it takes a lot of notebooks, and then notes on phones and notes on computers and notes on napkins, and yeah.
What's your inspirational note-taking process like, Ash? I can't even imagine. How do you keep track of all this stuff?
I've got so many notes and so many whiteboards and blackboards, and I've got sticky notes all over my desk, and I write on myself, and it just doesn't stop. I can't help myself, and I'm clearly troubled.
I'm very troubled.
If the cops came in and looked at all of his sticky notes, he'd be in some trouble.
God, do not take this out of context.
Right. Because I know you both have full-time lives and careers and jobs just outside of the whole writing thing. Like when you talk about like writing on yourself, Ash, and like writing on the sticky notes, are you taking like piles of sticky notes home every night? Every night before you shower, you're like transcribing down what you wrote on your arm while you were at work.
Basically, every evening for me is like watching Memento.
Good movie.
Yes.
Good movie.
Oh my God, that's a great film. I haven't watched that one in ages.
I haven't either.
Oh man. But yes, that's beautiful. So do you invest very heavily in pens and markers that are washable?
No, which is why I wear a lot of long sleeves.
I respect that.
I work almost exclusively in children's pens.
That's fantastic. Oh, all right, Christina, it's your turn. You can go ahead
Back
and
to me?
ask one.
Okay, back to me. So, Miss Havok, I'm being very professional today.
I can see.
It's the haircut. It's making me feel fancy.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Thank you. So, let's talk the boy in Killstream. The boy is very controversial, very from what some people say. Won't name any names. The boy is about spoiler. It is about a man who comes into a house that is having a party, and he does horrible things to these people.
Yeah.
But there is a boy there who is part of the group, and he does bad things, almost like monkey see, monkey do type of situation.
Sure.
And Killstream, we know Killstream. If you don't know Killstream, wrong podcast probably. Because the boy is very difficult to read. It really is. And Killstream is kind of hard too. When you wrote those, were you afraid of the potential backlash of those?
No, I can't worry about that. In this genre, I don't think you would get anywhere if you worried about what people think. People can be offended by literally anything and almost nothing all at the same time. You know, if I worried about that, I would not be a writer, because I don't even think there's a genre you don't offend somebody in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. And not that I go out of my way to offend, but I like to stick pretty authentically to what the story is supposed to be and what it should be, regardless. So no, I was not worried. And actually, I write just laughing my ass off at all of this. So
I love it.
don't even take it personally. If somebody were to actually be watching me write, I would look like a fucking lunatic.
I was gonna say, this is what I imagine it to look like.
Oh my god. Yes. So you are watching me.
We have cameras in your house.
I love
Yes.
it.
We watch everything.
Oh yeah.
I just scared my cat away. Poor boy.
But it is. It's, you're right. Everything. I mean, some people get offended when the freaking cat dies. Like, you know, this, like, it's not fiction.
She did
You
not
know?
kill the cat. Stop
Well,
it.
No cats
Marian
are,
just killed
no
the cat.
cats. No cats are killed. No cats are killed.
He was old anyway.
Yeah.
Rest
in farts.
I feel like, you know, for both of you though, just thinking about the content that you write and the genre that we're talking about here, like, isn't that the point? Isn't the point to create content that's gonna make people sit up a little straighter and maybe kind of sit back and be like, what the fuck?
To get a visceral reaction.
The shit is this, man? So, and that's what kills me about people who will make the conscious decision to pick up a piece of transgressive fiction, read through it, put it down, and then be like, I'm going to go to the internet. I'm going to complain about this. Like, bitch, why did you even pick up the fucking book? Like, it was listed as extreme horror. What is wrong with you, you imbecile? Like, what did you fucking expect? I'm sorry. People are stupid.
Marian has no opinion on this.
I have no opinion whatsoever.
Zip.
And you know,
she's Switzerland.
I love animals
Where'd Ash go?
More than humans. Just, he got offended. He peaced out. I love animals more than humans, just like everybody else on this planet. But at the same time, how many times have we had to say this? If an animal dies in the book, it's because it's horrific. And the genre is called horror.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be horrible.
Well, not only that, but some people just don't like animals.
Yeah, right? For some people, that's the best part of the fucking book.
Mom.
I'm not saying I'm one of those people.
Yes, you are. You have said it in multiple occasions, Christina.
I do like animals. I'm just not an animal lover. Like, I'm not like, oh, I've got to have animals. I still wipe asses. I'm not interested in cleaning up after another animal.
I was going to say, I would just like to put it out there that I do own the one animal in this entire world that Christina Pfeiffer actually loves.
I do love. And what's funny is that's allergic.
Because it looks stupid.
I do like dumb looking animals and people.
Fat baby.
My turn.
It's not your turn. Calm down. If you want to get on here and talk to these people, you're more than welcome to.
No.
No? Okay,
No.
cool. I'll do it. I'll take one.
No. Do you have another question, Christina, or shall we take a quick break?
Well, I think that we haven't asked the most important question.
Go for it.
How in the FedEx did Rayne and Ash combine forces into a ball of awesome? This is the main question.
Well, we sort of met when Rayne won a giveaway on my mailing list, and we just talked from there. And we realised we were just amazing authors and needed to write together.
I concur.
There's no lies detected.
That's
So
it. It's not a long story.
No.
Okay, so here's a question for both of you. You came together in a collaboration pretty much by chance. It just kind of, the universe was like, hey, I'm going to randomly bring you two together and you're going to be friends and you're going to write a book. I want to know, because you are both, number one, so prolific, number two, both so very popular within the genre. You're probably in like the top 5 best known, most read authors of transgressive fiction. How many collaboration requests are you guys fielding on average? Like, and I hate to like try and quantify it, but it's really more simply just be like, how many requests are you getting on average in a month from other people who are like, will you please write with me? Will you please write with me? Like, do people reach out to you guys all the time and be like, please,
I mean, I have been asked, I do get asked, is it monthly? Probably not. But I read a lot within the genre, and I know what people's assets are or what they bring to the table, how it would work within my own mind. And I'm not gonna team up with somebody who is just my friend. They would actually have to compliment me and work well with me. I'm a hard person to work with. I'm, kind of a stickler for things. I like.
He's shaking his head no.
She's like, no.
I feel like there was a slight vibe of sarcasm in that head shaking.
No. There's a reason why me and Ash can work well together, and it's because he does not think that I'm a pain in the ass. So
that's delightful.
Yeah. So I honestly, when I was reading Ash, ironically, when I won that newsletter book, so I was already full blown like Ash fan, and I was the one that brought it up to him. I've never really asked anybody to write with me. And I said, your writing would do wonders for mine, I think, and want to do something with me. And he's like, okay, you crazy lunatic. Ignored me for 3 weeks. No. But
he was busy. He was writing.
No.
That's what he does.
But I did actually get him to say yes, and I think we did a fucking killer job on it. So
how could you not? That's the real question. Honestly, how could you not?
Yeah, I love it. I love what he did with it, and it's good stuff.
What about you, Ash? How often are you getting requests for collaborations?
I would love to say that I am so amazingly popular that I have to turn people down left, right, and centre. But I've been asked once by one other author. So
that's not true.
It is. I do not get asked. I get asked for nothing. Nobody ever speaks to me. I'm very unapproachable.
You most definitely have a collaboration out with Nat. Is she the only other person who ever asked you?
She didn't ask me.
And I just want to sneak in here. You've got to read Your Move. It is phenomenal. Like Chef's Kiss. I went through it so goddamn fast.
Your Move is the collaboration between Nat Whiston and Mr. Ash Ericmore. 100% Mothers of Mayhem approved. You must absolutely read it.
Now, can you guys tell us a little bit about your impending birth of a book? Or are you keeping it under wraps?
I'll let Ash explain it. I'm very bad at this part.
Oh, thanks.
He's like,
Yeet
fuck
it
you,
under the bus.
lady.
Okay, all right.
Dope.
Take every book of the Smalls
Quit.
and squish it up into a ball and stick it inside that man in Killstream.
Oh.
There you go.
I love it.
Are
I
we
love
taking
that.
okay, wait. So are we taking the Smalls family and shoving them into the dick sock?
Oh God, we need to write that.
I see, I'm a fucking
No.
genius. I
You
am untapped here, people. This is a resource you are missing out on. Right. So we took all of the Smalls family members and we shoved them into the dick sock.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I am here for it. Give it to me now.
So when does the book come out?
May 19th is the release.
That's right. It's one day after my brother's birthday.
Why
Yeah,
so
that's
far
why we did
away?
it. Happy birthday, brother. Sorry, it's belated.
Right? He reads Nicholas Sparks. He does not dabble in what I dabble in.
Oh, he should love this then.
He will. Oh yeah.
Wax
Wait,
a romance.
By
Your
50
brother
copies.
reads Nicholas Sparks.
Yes. He gets every new Nicholas Sparks book when they come out.
Before I say anything further, does your brother listen to our podcast?
Mhm.
He does. All right, then I'm not going to say any more words about that.
Oh, I tease him all the time. I'm like, so is your vagina leaking today? Because I'm not sure.
I know my husband was like, The Notebook's actually a really good movie. And I was like,
Remember,
oh my God, barf.
Nicholas Robinson loved.
Oh,
loved
yeah.
Nicholas Sparks. Yeah.
Oh, God.
What,
I know.
what boys like romance?
Ew.
Girls always complain about how boys aren't romantic, and then we make fun of them for liking romance.
Right? I tease him because
We
he's
do
my
this
brother.
to ourselves, just so
Yeah.
you know.
I tease him because he's my brother.
Yeah.
I actually have Nicholas Sparks books on my shelf.
I do
I
it
can't say
because
much.
I think romance is lame. I mean, not real life romance. Real life romance is charming and I appreciate it. But
Don't like it.
you make me watch a rom-com movie, I will literally gouge my own eyeballs out. If you are like, read this beautiful book by Nicholas Sparks, I will be like, you need to go fuck yourself.
I would rather die.
I want to read a book where a bunch of women turn a man's penis inside out and make him a new one with part of his colon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That sounds like a really great book. Somebody should write that.
I mean, when you use the colon, there's usually poop involved, and that tracks. I mean, as far as the genre goes, that's really only appropriate.
Right? Stop.
Man, I got so many good ideas.
Stop.
Get a notebook.
Get a notebook. You know, it's funny because I'm not a writer, and all I ever do is write in my notebook and on myself and on sticky notes. So I'm like halfway there. If I had any creativity, I could be a writer, but I have no creativity and I'm super freaking lazy. So, you know,
Well, you know what? We're going to take a break real quick. We're going to take
now
a
that
break.
we know that I'm a failure.
We're going to give it up to Godless for a moment, and then we're going to come back and we're going to hit them with some rapid fire questions. Hold on,
right.
folks. My mouse just died. Hold on. There we go. Look, it's a hamster. Isn't that
Boom.
fucking cute?
Look, just like, no.
Screw
My
you.
mouse is a
He's
hamster.
so embarrassed. He's embarrassed.
Screw you, smash ass.
Hey kids, looking for a way to affordably access the best and wildest independent extreme horror currently in existence? Godless Horrors is the place to be. Go to www.godless.com to gain access to thousands of extreme horror and splatterpunk books from the genre's best and brightest independent authors. Godless Horrors offers every title in their catalog in a variety of formats to ensure compatibility with your favorite digital reading device. Strapped for cash? No worries. Godless has a fantastic collection of free titles ready for instant download, with other titles in their collection rarely exceeding $3 to $4. Again, go to www.godless.com or download the app and tell them what the fuck you're looking for. Come join the Godless tribe today. Forever delightfully deviant. Forever godless.
Look, no, I'm here. Look, I got you a present.
Hi, baby. Look at that. How can you not, like, I'm allergic to that and I would still pet it. Look at Ash. He's like, goddamn cat. I'm going to kill the cat in the next book.
You would never. Oh my God.
Look, Ash loves this cat. He loves all cats. And if you people aren't watching on YouTube right now, you are missing out because Fat Baby is the most beautiful cat that was ever born. And she will be co-hosting the remainder of this podcast. Go ahead.
Yep. She does more than I do.
She's very busy. Look at her. Yes.
She is.
Okay.
She is.
All
Are you
right.
ready for the rapid fire 4?
It is time for the rapid fire 4. You do know that if you answer these questions in a way that we don't like, bad things happen. I don't know what it is yet, but I will be going back to Ruth Ann Jag to see if she can assist us with some witchcraft. Would you like to start it off? This is 4 questions, 4 answers, 0 time to think ahead. Wait, shit. Ash already answered these questions.
He did.
So now I have to
He can,
think
like-
of, well, now we have to think of 4 more, like right off the cuff.
Or-
Damn.
Ooh,
Or he could just answer-
rapid asked and rapid answered.
There you go, right? What if he just answers them again?
No, I like
'Cause if you think-
the new question idea, do that one.
Oh my God, you're making me. It's only like 7:57.
I know. I woke up early for this too. Entertain me.
God damn. Whiplash. Plot twist. Let's see. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Let's see. Question. I'm thinking.
Rayne, Havok, which of your
Okay.
characters do you identify with the most and why? Go.
I thought we were doing new questions.
No, Rayne gets the old one. Ash gets new ones.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I identify with I don't know. I'm so boring. The most boring character that I have, that's who I identify with. But realistically, they probably all are a bit of, I mean, they have to be a part of me because they came from me. But
Right.
I like Sean from the other place. She's stellar. And I mean, I wish I was her because she's cool. I don't know, all of them, none of them the same.
I love that answer. Love the answer.
I don't.
It's
I
so
hate that
honest.
answer.
I love it. Let's keep it going. But Sean is, and it's so funny because when I saw Sean's name, I was like, Cian? And then it talks about how the mother liked Sean Penn. And I was like, thank you for putting that in there for people like me who would sound absolutely like an idiot trying to say this
Listen,
name.
I wrote that book to have that name. I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I absolutely love this name. And nobody, it's a hard, it's not every day. So I had to put in there how to pronounce it so nobody looks like an idiot. I saved you.
I appreciate you because it's spelled Sian.
Yes.
That's why.
The good old Irish way.
Right? Classic.
Yes.
Classic.
All right. Smash Ass Skeletor. One day when you have finally vanquished He-Man and you have conquered the entire universe of Eternia, how will you display He-Man's corpse to let others know you are not to be fucked with?
Tied up, stripped naked with a dildo stuck inside his penis.
A dildo in the urethra.
Yes.
I love it. Now, where will this be presented? Will this be in front of the Skull Castle? What is it called again? Oh my God. I can't believe it.
Grayskull.
Yes,
Grayskull.
Castle Grayskull. Will this be in front of Castle Grayskull?
No, symbolistically speaking, it should be in front of Snake Mountain.
That is true.
Oh.
That is true. Good planning. I like it. I
I
feel
like
like
if
this
not
will let
thorough.
people know.
I feel like he's been waiting for this question his entire life.
Yeah.
And he finally got to tell the answer because it feels so
It's real, authentic.
real, you
Mhm.
know?
I mean,
This is fascinating. This is fascinating to me.
know your friends.
And he's so quick with the answer. I would have just been like, if I would have asked that question, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So I guess there's two type of people in the world.
That was a really great answer too. I'm totally down with it. I can't wait to see it happen.
I mean, just like, boom, love it. I guess
Yeah,
I'll ask the
man.
question.
Yeah, fuck He-Man.
Miss Havok, is there a literary genre that you would like to try?
Ooh.
I would say nothing is really off limits. If something came to my mind in any genre, I would write it. I wish I could write some badass science fiction though. That would be like, I love that stuff. You know, big monsters, underwater stuff, weird.
So like creature
things.
features.
I would love to do those. I like space things, like nerd space stuff, Star Trek and all that. That's yeah, I would write anything. And I think the only thing holding me back is just sitting down at the computer and unveiling whatever would be in that story.
I dig it. Because my big problem is I can't do like fantasy with like dragons and stuff because my mind, like in my mind, I'm like, those aren't real.
Oh, I love inventing things. Things
See,
that aren't real, I'll invent. Things that are real, I'll elaborate, or, you know, whatever. Imagination is definitely not what I lack. I lack attention span.
Nice.
Fantasy I couldn't do because there's so much world building that would bore the fuck out of me. Like, I don't care who your grandpa is if he's not in this story. I don't care, you know, what weird things are called that I need to invent. You know, I just want good story, good people doing cool things.
What about you, Ash? Could you do a fantasy type or sci-fi type of novel?
I could do science fiction. Nothing. I'd struggle with fantasy. My world building skills are atrocious, which is why everything exists in one single town in my universe. I haven't got a world build anything.
Yeah,
But that makes sense. That, you know, that's interesting. I think that's one of my problems with fantasy is like the world building. I'm just like, come on, get to something.
yeah, people love that sometimes, but
They do.
really, if it's not pertinent to the story, and oftentimes even the town people live in, I'm like, what? We don't need to know all this.
Right.
You know?
I personally not a fan of world building. Like I appreciate, so with Ash's stories, I appreciate the familiarity of Birchen Gate. Like
Agreed.
I don't need to put a lot of thought into the world that these characters are existing in. I can
Exactly.
focus on the characters because that's what's interesting to me. Like the way they interact with each other, the development that they go through. the world, yeah, I'm not huge into all of that.
Yeah.
I really, yeah, I really struggle when like authors are talking about just like everyday normal run of the mill activities and like conversations between characters. I'm like, this none of this matters. Keep it moving. Let's go.
Yeah.
Boring. This is bullshit. Let's roll.
Yeah, with
I
Ash,
say
we all know that they're getting a kebab at the same restaurant because they're all in the same town. They're like,
it's almost that
they're running into each other even, and I love that.
but it's almost like that. It's like going back to your favorite movie. It's a comfort. And
sure.
so when stories are kind of set in the same universe or something like that, it's almost like a family friend, like you feel that comfort.
Oh, absolutely. And for me personally, it helps me focus on what really matters in the story. And to me, that's the characters and the experience that they're having.
Yeah.
I say I don't like world building, but I also like Charles Dickens. So I feel like I'm a liar. So
you are 100%.
I'm gonna piss the bed tonight. I'm gonna piss the bed.
I don't
He
feel
talks
like
about a doorknob for 13 pages. I mean, come on.
Oh my god, there's
yeah,
a reason I haven't read that.
No, I'm just teasing. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but that's what my husband tells me. He's like, I'm not reading that. He describes a doorknob for 13 pages. I'm like, can you even read? Do you even know how to read?
So, Rayne,
Next week.
what is your favorite story you have written?
Honestly, the honest answer is Malefic, but second answer to that is literally anything that is the newest thing is my favorite. And then
a lot of authors say that.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the newest thing, and then this one with Ash is honestly like, it's really fucking good. I just love it.
I can't wait.
It was great. Yeah, it's great. I'm reading it right now. We're getting like to the final finishes, and I'm just like, I message him all the time like, oh my god, this is so good. What have we done? How did we do this? So,
Ash is like, yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. He did all the heavy lifting. I'm just like, oh wow, this is great.
Smash ass. The last time you were here, we had you had talked about how a literary genre you would potentially like to try was erotica. Are we moving any closer to getting an erotica book from you?
No.
No.
He's been busy.
God damn it. Get the fuck out of here.
Did you not hear we're in the middle of writing a book? Does he have time for other shit? No.
Dude,
right.
Rayne Havok, do you think that matters one freaking fuck to Ash Ericmore? This man writes 12 books at a time. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. He's nuts. Yeah. He's a master at it too. Like, they're not even garbage where you think, he's just like throwing shit out there. I'm such a big Ash fan. It's not even a joke. I fangirl all the time. Yeah.
He knows. Yeah. I do it.
Uh-huh.
He's just like, oh, look. It's that
we love your
again.
trash books.
I don't think people are ready. I don't think people are ready for Bob Sausage, though.
Oh my God.
Wait, holy shit. What is going on here? You just said the words Bob Sausage.
Yes. You just got sausaged. Yeah.
Finger gun.
It comes out on the 10th.
Love it.
I literally catch myself doing finger guns now.
All day.
I'm like, God damn it. Like, damn it, Ash.
Oh, fantastic.
Are we ready for the next one? Are we ready for the next one?
Bob Sausage.
Yeah. Just wait.
Oh my God. It's honestly
delicious.
The funniest, most fucking wild ride. Tears were rolling down my face as I was reading. I was laughing so hard. I scared a cat off the bed because I was shaking the bed so hard. It was hysterical.
Oh my god, I'm so ready.
So last question, Miss Havok. Last
Okay,
question.
I'm ready.
Besides this gentleman here, who would you like to co-author with, living or dead? Ash is like, better say me again. Look at
I like that he's sitting like this.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
I don't know. First of all, nobody dead because they would do very little work.
Yeah, there you go. That's the most honest answer we've had so far.
Those lazy ass dead some of the bitches.
Spending all day under the earth. Yeah.
Fuck you, Hemingway.
No, I'm far too hard to work with. I'm hard to get along with. I have too strong of opinions and ideas about what needs to go on in a book for any of that nonsense. More than likely, it would take a special person, that's for sure. So I honestly don't have an answer, unless, I mean, if Stephen King wants to write a book with me and I'll just ride his coattails into like millionaire status, I'll do that, sure. But I probably wouldn't do any of the actual work. So it wouldn't be really co-authoring.
I mean, he's old and he's been doing it for a really long time. So like he can take the reins on that one.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
yeah, just
why not?
Put my name on it. Bingo, bingo. Right. I'm good. Yeah.
Boom, boom, done.
So we just recently talked to some other folks who were working on collaborations, and all of a sudden it became very real to me that there's different styles of collaborating when it comes time to come together and actually create a book together. So I've heard from a couple of folks that what they do is they write a little bit and then they send it to the other person, and the other person has to pick it up there. Other people are like, okay, well, here's my point. How do we put this together? What did your collaborational process look like? Like, how did you guys structure this? How did you focus the trajectory of the story together?
Well, we actually talked about how we would answer this, and it's copyrighted. So it's trademarked, copyrighted. It's a secret.
Love it. I love it.
We're not divulging that. So shut up about it.
I will not.
I love it. I love it.
You're gonna fucking tell me,
or we can go
now.
we could go look for the copyright. It's called Google.
Yeah, we're not good on paperwork either, so it's also
I was gonna say, and number 2, I don't believe you. You're lying liars.
Or they just pass sticky notes back and forth to each other.
Yeah, because they live next door like neighbors, because they totally don't live an entire ocean apart.
It's called the Postal Service. It's called the Postal Service.
Look, postage to the UK right now is fucking ridiculous.
This is the decline of Mothers of Mayhem, and I'm front row dead center. I love how Ash is just staring at us like crazy.
I feel like that's baseline as far as our relationship with Ash Ericmore goes, though.
Yes, he's just like, why did I sign up?
Why do I always do this? Why do I say yes to these women? Ash Ericmore, what is your greatest regret in life?
Coming on here for the second time. I can answer that for you.
That was the answer I was hoping for. That was the setup for the joke, and you just fucking ruined it, Pfeiffer.
God.
Stop the films.
Shut it down.
Shut it all down. Show canceled. Rayne, it's just us now.
Yep, we're finally alone.
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
Yeah, let's make out.
All right, let's do it.
You know I can see you, don't you?
Is that not pleasing to you?
Nobody wants to interrupt.
Come on.
Welcome to Mothers of Mayhem. We are awful. Christina's dead. I killed her with my mind powers. This is my show now. And I would just like to say thank you for being here. Oh, fuck.
I'm like herpes. I'm not going away.
God damn it. You
So
guys.
we didn't ask. Is there anything else you guys need to tell us?
Well, I was just about to say that I apologize for how disorganized and ridiculous we've been today. This is a mix of both life being kind of unmanageable recently and us just being super, super excited to have both of you here. We love you both so much, and that love is almost a little bit too intense for us to really cope with effectively, and that is why we were such a disaster today. So I apologize for that deeply.
I don't.
Yeah. We really appreciate your time and for hanging out with us. Please, we already hyped up. You've got your collaboration coming on May 10th. Are there individual
May 19th?
May 19th, I'm sorry. Ash has 2 books coming out on April 10th. Would you have any individual releases, such as the ones coming on the 10th, that you would like to hype up right now? Look at him. He's so distressed.
Compile the list, Ash.
He's done.
So
He's like,
sorry. I'm
got
so
loads of books
sorry.
coming out. I've always got loads of books coming out.
Doesn't
Tell
even know
us
the titles of
more.
them.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even remember what I wrote anymore. I sent a bunch off to Drew Stepic. Amazon's processing a bunch. Like, I don't even know what they're about.
I don't know. I don't know. I've got Bob Sausage 1 and 2 coming out, and 3, and some more smalls. And I've got a box set coming out, and 6 threes coming out, and Malefic's coming out, and I don't know. There's more. There's more. I
There's always more.
can't remember.
Look, I just can't keep up with you, man. I can't keep up with you.
right? He's just constant.
You're right. It's too fast. It gives me anxiety.
It's like an avalanche of ash.
It is. It
Oh.
is. What about you, Havok? What have you got coming, baby?
Oh, just Malefic. I'm working on single things at a time, and I'm very busy. I got things going on.
Right. She's like, yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah. I'm not this guy.
Even if I do, I cannot release them that fast. I just, that's a lot of work.
He's just, I don't know how he sleeps.
I read all the time. I read his stuff all the time, and I still have not caught up, and I still will literally never catch up. I will have to outlive him in order to finally catch up to him.
I should have like an entire month where I just read Ash.
I have,
and
had
I still
that
don't
month.
think
You don't catch up.
No, you won't.
I just don't think it'll happen.
No.
I have to actually process this stuff with my therapist because I have such extreme guilt for not being able to get through Ash's books and keep up with what's next.
No,
and I feel like every week I fall farther
4 of
and
them
farther
that I'm
behind.
in the middle of right now. It's impossible.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm not even doing that good. I am a failure.
But you know what? I'll buy them all and they'll just sit in my Kindle.
Yep. They hang out with each other so that when I'm not there to read them, they're not lonely.
Right. It's like, it's a
fun.
little Ash, and he even has like his own little folder on my Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same.
The whole bit.
Same.
whole
Not only do I have an Ash Ericmore folder in my phone, I have an Ash Ericmore folder on my desktop. God damn it.
Yeah. So
They
That's
just
not
keep
good.
getting
Now you know why I snatched him up.
bigger.
boom. Snatched.
I had to buy an external hard drive because of this motherfucker.
Right. My
Why
husband's having to get a second job because of him.
Why do you do this? If people
He's like,
would-
I don't care, just give me your money.
yeah, he's like, I'm just about to log out here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out.
He's like, I already got your money, so what do I care?
Preaching to the choir.
If the people
Right,
would like to
right.
contact you weirdos, where's the best place for them to find you? And do you feel comfortable with people reaching out to you?
Of course I feel comfortable with people reaching out to me. It's the internet. I can turn it off.
That is,
I can
that's,
hang up on
I
you.
mean, can we really though?
Wait a minute.
I mean, yeah. There's a block button I've used a couple times, but I'm on Facebook like 90% of the day. So reach out there.
Rayne Havok, Facebook. Ash Ericmore, what do you have to say?
Contact me through Zoom because my connection is just amazing. And I'm always here.
Except when you're not.
He just
Right.
sits
When I'm not.
in the liminal space of Zoom, just waiting
He's like,
for
come
people
on,
to jump
somebody,
in,
come on.
to
Yeah.
randomly
Um,
log into his link.
Yeah, Facebook's the same for me as well, if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We can hear you.
Yes, we've got
Okay.
you.
And you're on Twitter. And you're on Twitter.
I am. I'm not on Twitter very much. I keep sliding about on Twitter into weird places.
We
So
learned yesterday.
you'll find me on Twitter, but I might not be any use to you.
See, I haven't found the weird part of Twitter.
I won't do Twitter.
I haven't found it yet. I don't know. Maybe
It
I'm
is
just
that is an apocalyptic hellscape if I ever saw one.
found anything. I feel so out of the loop. I feel like maybe it's the people that I like subscribe to. I don't know. I feel so out
I'll
of the
send
loop.
it to you.
Thank you.
Get you
Always
there.
having my back. I appreciate you.
Ash, weren't you like just on like dick Twitter? Like
Yeah, penis
weird
Twitter.
dick, weird penis Twitter? Like that's pretty exciting. I'm still gonna
Jesus.
say, yeah, he's like,
frozen.
yep.
I'm
go.
loving it. This is totally off the rails. And this is exactly what we talked about. And I feel like we have lived up to it. So I'm excited.
It's
This is-
beautiful.
This is my favorite episode so far. And that's saying something because Chandler Morrison.
So I'm going to say right now that at this point is when I usually would say for more information on these authors' bibliographies, please refer to today's show notes. The problem with that is that both Anchor and YouTube only give me so many letters that I'm allowed to use. And Ash Ericmore's bibliography alone would exceed that character limit. So I can't do that. The best place to find the work of both Ash Ericmore and Rayne Havok would be godless.com as well as Amazon. You can find pretty much almost everything Ash has ever written on Amazon. Rayne, I know that you have some stuff on Amazon, but they like to ban you a lot. She gets banned from Amazon a lot. So Godless is probably one of your best places to find Rayne's work. I would also like to very strongly recommend that you pick up her short story Furry Beaver. It is
That was the
not
first one.
not one that I talk about a lot, but one of my personal favorites. I don't want to give away too much, but it is outrageously amazing. Pick up Furry Beaver. Let us know what you think.
It was my first Havok.
My first Havok was Mukbang Princess. And I still fell in love. I was like,
Despite
who
that,
is this woman? How do I read more?
Right.
Oh my God. I was dying. I just loved
Thank
it.
you.
If there is another really great way to get in touch with Ash and Rayne, and that is to join the Mothers of Mayhem official Facebook group, because they are both active members of that.
Suckers.
Once you're in the Mothers of Mayhem Facebook group, you get a lot of extra information, a lot of really exciting cover reveals, book information that you can't get in other places. And you also have access there to our various social media accounts, like our TikToks, our Twitters, our Instagram accounts, all that good stuff. We also have a merch store if you're so inclined. Christina and I don't really make anything off of this little shindig that we do, but we would really love to get to some conventions together and to improve our equipment. So if you ever feel like repping Mothers of Mayhem, a great way to support us is just go and buy a $20 t-shirt or buy yourself a $10 mug. And you can find the link to that on our Facebook group. As always, please send your questions, comments, insults to our email address, momextremepodcast@gmail.com. That's m.o.m.extremepodcast@gmail.com. If you want to go to that birthday party, you better start putting some pants on.
I don't want to go. I'm not.
Sorry.
You're like, I refuse.
Do not forget to send dildos to Christina.
And don't forget to send pictures of Zach Baggins to Marian.
I swear to God, if you send me a picture of Zach Baggins, I will fucking fly to wherever you live. I will murder your ass. I hate him.
And the Black Bears are out now, so I'll just throw dildos at the Black Bears.
DM me if you need her address to send out some dildos.
That's some mixed signal sending right there, Christina.
Really?
I mean, I honestly
chuck 'em at the
cannot think
Black
of
Bears.
anything more horrible than receiving hundreds of pictures of Zach Baggins. I don't understand why any of you people would want to hurt me this way. As always, a huge thank you to Amigo the Devil. I just got tickets to see Amigo the Devil in May, only an hour from where I live, and I am so excited, and I am hoping I will have an opportunity to tell him in person how thankful we are to him for allowing us to use the song Hungover in Jonestown as our theme. I told you on every episode of this show so far, if you are a fan of independent, transgressive, subversive horror, I don't know why you're not listening to him, because he is basically like the new modern murder ballad master, and he is amazing. So that's gonna wrap it up for today. Until next time, go raise some hell children.
Make your weird book mommies proud.
We love you. Bye. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
They don't want to.
Bye, guys. We love you. Oh, wow.
Life is a joke, and death is the punchline. Oh, la, 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 la. Life is a joke, and death is the punchline. Oh, la, 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 la. This life is a joke, and death is the punchline. The punchline.